Hey guys, Ms. Corcoran here, and today I'm going to talk to you with construction going on in the background about how to do a step blend in Illustrator. Oh gosh, I hope this is not too loud for you. And then also like a bonus teaching on a freeform gradient, which is a nice tool to have. Okay, so we're going to start with the wave. So again, P for pen tool, and I'm just going to make a general wave pattern and come back to 0, 0. Now you'll notice that I have a fill of white and a stroke of nothing. So all you're seeing is the path. You're not seeing any actual stroke. So we're going to go to properties and make sure that I have at least a 1-point stroke. And I'm going to fill it with just a solid blue color. Okay. Now I'm going to take my direct selection and start to manipulate the anchor points a bit, one by one, and this handle I'm going to bring back to 0, 0, and that will create a straight line. And this is good enough for the tutorial. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is duplicate this shape, and that is Option. You'll see the double arrows. Click and drag over here, and I'm going to change this fill color to something very dark. Okay. And this one, I'm going to change the stroke color to that. We'll just see. It's kind of fun because with the step blend, you just really don't know what it's going to end up looking like. Okay. So now I'm going to select both of them, and you'll see I did that with just dragging a box. They're installing something into the wall, so sorry about that. And now I'm going to go over here to my step blend, and you'll notice if I hover my mouse over it, there will be an animated GIF, and it is a demonstration of what this tool does. So circle to star, star to star, it's connecting all of those objects in different ways. So if you double click on that tool, you'll see you have 3 options: smooth color, specified steps, and specified distance. So the one wave pattern that you're looking at on the left at the top, that is specified distance, and then the one underneath of it is specified steps. So we're going to go to steps, and I'm going to fill in 25, hit OK, and then I'm going to click and click. And you'll notice that it actually looks like the navy is on top. So what you need to do is make sure that the light blue, if you hit Control, Arrange, Bring to Front, that will force it in your step blend to be the one in front. So that looks much better. Okay, so now from here, you can actually change each one of these, and it will change the entire blend. You'll see the whole blend changing, and I like that. That looks pretty good. So that is a step blend. Now, if you wanted to do the specified distance, just know that it will kind of look like this if you want a smoother look. Okay, that is it, and I think that looks pretty good. Nice little wave. It looks much less like a brontosaurus this time. Okay, now I'm going to show you a bonus tool, which is called a freeform gradient. So with the pen tool, I'm going to make a form. In this case, I'm going to sort of go for a flame shape, and back to 0, 0. Looks a little bit like a flower petal. So we're going to turn it like this, and you're going to imagine that this is going to become a flame. So one of the things that's not convincing about it is that it's blue, and then also fire is a little bit pointier than this usually. Okay. You know, and again, like really good design a lot of times starts from an understanding of drawing and art and observational drawing, where you have the realistic thing in your mind. And if you don't have it in your mind, I suggest going on Pexels and looking up flame, downloading a little picture so that you have a reference photo to look at over here, right? Because I'm just doing this from my head, and it would be even better if I had a reference photo that I was looking at. Okay. Next thing, you are going to pick the gradient tool And you'll notice that this option over here is called a freeform gradient. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my gradient tool. Don't know why it's not working. I don't know. No idea. Don't get it. Okay, let's try something more simple. That should not be happening. Circle? How about a circle? Maybe my freeform gradient isn't working today. I don't know why. I don't know. Let's go over here. Okay, well, I guess I can do gradient mesh. It's pretty similar. All right, we did a gradient mesh. Now that is also this tool right here. So that's a gradient mesh. So this one will give you the ability to select anchor points and pick your color. And you'll see right away how it changes. Now these are really, really nice for creating highly realistic images. And again, this really relies on your understanding of art and shadows, right? In your mind, you kind of have this sphere, and you're like, okay, I remember how to make a sphere and how to shade it. And if you really don't remember, it's going to be very hard to do it correctly. So that is the freeform gradient, or that is the gradient mesh. The freeform gradient is good, but it is unavailable for some reason on my computer today. So it's just being fussy. All right, oh my gosh, this is definitely the loudest video I've ever made. Okay guys, that is all I have to tell you. That is gradient mesh, and you have this very highly realistic sphere. Okay, have a good day.